And we are live. Well, hello there. I'm just making sure. Yep, the microphone is picking me up. I'm using my Blue Yeti, and I am streaming at 1080p HD. I have finally figured out how to do it. So this is the clearest my live streams have ever been. So welcome indeed. I will just put out the usual shout on Twitter. Just going to open up the screen so I can send the link. I will put it silent because there'll be feedback otherwise. I have got fans on. It's incredibly warm. You can hear them if I increase the there we go. It is incredibly warm here, so I am decreasing the gain so that they're not too much of a distraction, but you can still hear me. So that is what I'm going to do. Doesn't sound like you could hear what I was saying, but I'm just changing the settings and things. I don't think you will get desktop audio, to be honest with you, this time round, which is a shame because of what I wanted to do. So I'm just gonna have a quick fiddle around with that. No, it doesn't seem to be picking up desktop audio. Hopefully you can hear me through the microphone. That's a shame because what I wanted to do was let's try that. Default. No, because I wanted to take you through some editing I'm doing. Filters, let's see, none applied. Don't want to create a desktop projector. See what happens if I do Realtek. That is. Yeah, I can hear through the microphone. Yeah, that's a shame. I don't know what happens if you do monitor and output. That's never happened to me before because normally I do get desktop audio, which means I can well, there's no, doesn't seem to be wanting to work for me today, which is sorry, I'm close to the camera, but I'm trying to look at my screen and everything on my laptop, trying to get this desktop audio thing working so that you can hear what I'm actually doing. This is a real nuisance, really, because I'm actually editing some audio, and I wonder what happened. No, there we go. I don't know what happened there, but it looks like we have got desktop audio. So it obviously gave me a ding. So yes. I'm going to just turn the camera around so you can see Audacity. Although it's crashed at the moment. No, that is Windows Media Player, which I don't want. Oh, that's good. That's good. If I can hear that, you can hear that, which means you can hear what I'm doing. So we are all good. Now, did I edit this one? I think I didn't. Okay, so this is... Let me just take you around here. Okay, so here is Audacity. I'm so sorry it's like this because I don't know how else to share my screen with you on this sort of picture. But here we have, it's called, I don't know if I can get that to focus. It should focus, but it obviously hasn't. This is the voice of Harold for the Lord of War and Heartache, the Academy. So he has a very sort of high-pitched, whiny voice as I recorded him. So I'll play it for you as it is, as I've recorded it. So here we go. So, you finally decided to take up my suggestion and become a full-time jester then? I'm delighted to hear it. You've made the right decision. That's a slight pause there. Oh yes, it looks as if you'll be joining Clara too. She's decided to join the class as well. So as you can see, it's quite a high-pitched
she had a long discussion with her
voice.
fellow classmates, and she agrees she's much more at home learning my art form.
Okay, so I've already edited section 1 of his performance. So that was me as Harold, leader of the Jester. Hi Thinker, thank you for joining me. Yeah, so that's so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pitch, and as you can see, I'm so sorry this is a bit blurred. It should focus. If I zoom in just about, sorry, that's my hand. I'm just, but it is set to -20. So I'm gonna just, so it's set to well, the pitch is F8, and I'm taking it down to C# stroke D, and that's a musical note. So I'm taking it down according to this -3.86 semitones, whatever that means, from 5512.500 to 4410.000 hertz. Percentage change -20%. So, excuse me, that's my chair. Now, normally the settings I use for these settings that I normally use are for Lord Volkov, and I will do a little demonstration of Lord Volkov. So I'm applying the pitch. As I say, I'm so sorry this is very blurred, but I really wanted to give you an idea of what I'm doing. So now, when we play it back, this is what it sounds like.
So, you finally decided to take up my suggestion and become a full-time jester then? I'm delighted to hear it. You've made the right decision. Oh yes, it looks as if you'll be joining Clara too.
As you can
She's
hear,
decided
it's
to join the class as well. It
Yeah.
seems she had a long discussion with her fellow classmates, and she agrees she's much more at home learning my art form.
So as you can hear, it's not so. Recording in a high pitch allows you to create a unique character voice, and then obviously changing the pitch gives you a much more balanced sort of voice. It still has the original tone, but it's much more akin to what the character I'm looking for is like. So I'm just saving that. I've got 2 other characters that I've been recording today, so this takes its time. The thing is, it's about an 8.5 or an 8.75 minute long audio piece. So the longer the piece it is, the longer it takes to save. So we'll close that. No, we don't want to save that. So I've got a folder with all the. So I move them to the original recording. Excuse me. Just have a quick look at my Lego whilst I just check something. Yeah, that's my Lego and figurines there. Hope you like the view. Just had to check something. So, now we're looking back at my live. I always keep the live screen going because obviously I can see the chat. So, where were we? Where were we? Ah, there we go. So, we've also got Arik the Bard, Gregory the music student. Gregory the music student is going to be a bit more harder to edit. I will have to do that in my own time because I've got 4 harmonica tracks to add to that. I will be changing the pitch of the character. Now I'm going to do Arik the Bard next because he is slightly different in pitch to what Harold, the leader of the Jesters, were. Arik is the leader of the Bard. If you're familiar with the project, you will have seen Arik already feature in Chapter 9. So here's what he sounds like without any editing. This is just my voice playing, by the way.
Oh, so you're the new recruit, are you? I must admit I was expecting someone different. No need to be like that, my friend. You are indeed welcome here. Welcome to the Academy. So you've come to join our little family, have you?
So he actually does sound a bit different to how he sounded in Chapter 9. Because obviously I can't always. If it's something like Lord Volkov, I can slip into Lord Volkov, Maximus, Rafik quite easily. But if it's a character that I haven't had a lot of experience with, like in this case Arik the Bard, it's as close to his voice as I can get it in Chapter 9. So we go back and we change the pitch. So, yeah, it's... Oh, I beg your pardon, I hit the wrong button. So in Audacity, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across from the left, where it says Effect. Sorry, I've got this leaning up on me. You click Effect and go down 1, 2, 3, 4, or in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the top. So where it's highlighted, that is change pitch, which you want to do. So you click change pitch, and if I did 20, his voice would be too deep. So we're going to put him up to about 15. And it changes the pitch. So this is now what Arik the Bard sounds like.
Oh, so you're the new recruit, are you? I must admit I was expecting someone different. No need to be like that, my friend. You are indeed welcome here. Welcome to the Academy. So you've come to join our little family, have you?
So yeah, I've put him now down to a pitch of -15, and I'm going to export project. And anything I do, I always keep the original audio, because if anything goes wrong, I've got the original audio to edit. Hence why I always refer to this as edited. And we just want to save it. And of course this is about 8 minutes in length, so it's going to take time to save as well. Oh, I've hit the wrong button. I've just gone back to the I've got Instagram open, I've got Twitter open as well. I've got so many different screens open. Okay, so that's Arik the Bard. So we can shut that down. And we click no, and we move that into the folder called Original MP3 Recordings, because he's now edited. Next up we have Rajak Malston. This is a new character. I've never voiced him before. He's brand new to the series, specifically written for the Academy. Whether or not he actually appears in the main series, hello, goody, thank you. Thank you for joining me. So this is, we'll take that bit out, just save that as it is. There's little bits and pieces I can edit. Yes, there's little bits I can edit later on, once I've done the primary changes. There's a few bits and pieces I edited whilst oh, that's I beg your pardon, that's my Twitter feed. I'll look at that later. This is very impromptu. This probably won't be a very long live stream, but I just wanted to, you know, share what I was doing this afternoon. I've got some other household jobs to do. So here is Rajak Malston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you a delectable dish of delights. A totally tremendous treat. A superbly splendiferous sight to behold. So it is with great pleasure I introduce to you... No. You know, you could have put in some more enthusiasm with your responses instead of standing there staring blankly at me. Where are the oohs and ahs and hoorays? Eh? Oh, of course, indeed, yes. Well, allow me to introduce myself. The name is Rajak. Rajak Marston, at your service.
Okay, so you get the idea there. Basically, you know, he's a very well spoken, but I want to try a -20 for him because I think that would fit his tone. I think that would be better for him than a 15. Because Harold has such a different voice anyway. I am holding my camera, by the way, hence why it's wobbling. I beg your pardon for that. So this is what it sounds like now at -20.
Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you a delectable dish of delights. A totally tremendous treat. A superbly splendiferous sight to behold. So it is with great pleasure I introduce to you... No. You know, you could have put in some more enthusiasm with your responses instead of standing there staring blankly at me. Where are the oohs and ahs and hoorays? Eh? Oh, of course, indeed, yes. Well, allow me to introduce myself. The name is Rajak. Rajak Marston, at your service.
So you can see how much of a difference that actually made by changing the pitch down to... Because obviously my voice is naturally not the most... I don't know. Well, it's not the greatest of voices. So changing the pitch does help. So we'll save that as edited. As I say, I'm sorry that the picture is a bit blurred. It's more than likely it's my computer screen that's, you know, it's sort of the interference from my computer screen. Oh, hit the wrong button again. As I say, this won't be live for very long, but I wanted to share with you what I was doing because I just think it's a good way of... I do also intend to do a video on how I do the title card. Hi Julie, thank you for joining me. How I do the title cards using the green screen method as well. But yeah, you know, this is for the dream, not for the Dream Realm. I beg your pardon. I've still got to write and record my scripts for the Dream Realm, for all the chapters of the Dream Realm. Actually, let's do the voice of Gregory as well, because I can add the harmonica. Because I don't want the harmonica to be edited. I want that pitch to be correct. So we go back into Audacity, and so this is just my voice, my normal voice that you're hearing now. So we just delete that bit out. Yeah, that's fine. And we play.
Oh bother, I'll never get this correct. Oh, hello there. The name's Gregory. I'm one of the music students here at the Academy.
As you can tell, I've left the pause segment here a bit too long, so yeah, we're about to go into... Yeah, here we go.
Oh, this thing? Well, this is a somewhat strange little instrument, isn't it? It's called a harmonica. It was gifted to me by my grandfather many years ago. He was a traveller, you know.
So
he got this for me when he visited a land far across the uncharted ocean. Silly name, really, because it's fully charted.
I'm beginning
I guess
to
it's just
expand
what
the
people know it as
storyline
now,
as
so
well.
the name has stuck.
So yeah, that's the voice of Gregory using my own voice. So I'm going to probably make him a pitch of about -15. So yep, 8 along from the left, 6 down to change pitch, and it's at -20, which is too deep. Gregory is not supposed to be a very old, not supposed to be sort of an oldish man. So that's changed to 15, and this is what we get.
Oh, bother. I'll never get this correct. Oh. Hello there. The name's Gregory. I'm one of the music students here at the Academy.
Actually, I think I left the gap here because that's where harmonica music is going to be.
Oh, this thing? Well, this is a somewhat strange little instrument, isn't it? It's called a harmonica. It was gifted to me by my grandfather many years ago. He was a traveller, you know. He got this for me when he visited a land far across the uncharted ocean.
You'll find the uncharted ocean is a bit
Silly
of an
name,
in-joke.
really, because it's fully charted. I guess it's just what people know it as now, so the name has stuck.
So yeah, with this one, I will be throwing in. That's why I would say this section here is as long as it is, because that's where I'm going to cut and put audio of me playing about with the harmonica. There should be some audio at the in fact, I'm going to put that at the beginning as well, because that's a good point. And it's frozen on me. No, it hasn't. Would help if I did that. There we go. Because there's supposed to be harmonica playing at the beginning, and there's a couple of points where there is harmonica playing sort of throughout. I'm going to have a play around with this one, and but I have already received my first video for the Academy today. Jess K Creative ASMR sent me her video for Isona, who is the leader and head tutor of musicians, so I'm really excited about that, and it's a really beautiful piece. I really do love what she's done with that. It's very different, but it really fits into hang on, I'm gonna turn this around now so you can see me in high definition. Hang on, still trying to adjust I've got a Gorilla Pod, so it's super flexible. There we go. There we go. And I'll sit back so you can see me. So yeah, so received the first. I keep looking at my computer screen because I'm so used to looking at the little camera, the little camera there. But yeah, that wasn't a great deal of editing to be done to a degree, but it kind of gives you an idea. Oh, that was me hitting the wrong button. It gives you an idea of what I was. Yeah, Jess is amazing. I'm really happy that she's on board. She was on board for this. It really. I mean, I've had. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. I beg your pardon. I've had amazing people across the board, including yourself, Julie. I'm really thrilled with who I've had involved. I couldn't be happier, really, because of the project. it's gone better than I could imagine, and I'm still looking for people to be involved, of course. Whether or not, you know, I was contacted today actually. Someone's interested in a role in. I better put that in actually. Someone contacted me on Twitter today about a role, and I've they're not an ASM artist, but they're interested in voice act, because if you're watching this back and you wonder how you'd like to be involved, you don't necessarily have to be an ASM artist. What I'm looking for really, and please help spread the word, it's completely amateur. I have no budget, so I can't. I am so sorry to anyone of a professional nature, but I am unable to take professional inquiries, because obviously this project is completely amateur. However, it is open to. I'll take these off now. It's open to ASM artists primarily, because it is predominantly an ASMR project, but it's also open to voice actors, amateur voice actors I should say, and amateur performers. So if you're actor, dancer, singer, you know, anything like that, and you want to partake in some role or some other, please do contact me, because sorry, I've got an itchy nose. This is open to anyone who wants to sort of perhaps build up a demo reel of what they can do. As I say, it's not professional, because obviously I can't offer professional, you know, payments or anything. Excuse me. I think hay fever's kicking in. You know, so I can only sort of do amateur production for this, but all newcomers are absolutely welcome. And if there isn't a role that you can see and you'd like to participate, you know, let me know, because if there's a role you have in mind that I haven't listed, let me know, because I'm more than happy to create it for you. I'm absolutely happy for you to create your own role. So if there's a role I've already sort of covered, but you'd like to do a specific take on a role I've already created as a new character, you know, let me know, because I will more than happily write it for you. You know, this project has become much more than just being my project. I've said it so many times in live streams. This channel and this project is as much about you as it is about me, and that's the beauty of this project. It is 100% collaborative now. I do solo performances, obviously, for certain sections, like the vampires and the forest realm, which will be expanded on anyway. But you know, as I said, if you're an ASM artist looking to collaborate with another channel to build up your viewing figures, if you're an amateur voice actor or an amateur performer of any type, from acting, you know, dancing, singing, telling jokes, anything you want, if you want a character, I can provide, I can create, you know. So the opportunity to participate is always there, and sorry, I've got an insect bite that's irritating me. So got it. There we go. Drop me a line. You can contact me on Twitter, Instagram, and as I've said before many times on many live streams, the email is in my let me get up my channel. So we'll spin back round to my screen. So, oh, there's my handsome face in front of you. So, if it loads up. So here's my channel. As you can see, the discussion tab, which no one ever looks at. And yes, there are 4 comments in there. No one ever looks at the discussion tab. So if you go to my About tab, scroll down, click where it says for business inquiries, view email address. It's blurry there, but if you click there, there's my email address. And that is my social media email address, not my personal one. I will never share my personal one with you, I'm afraid. So don't go asking. That is greatwesternfanatic@gmail.com. But if you go to the About tab, scroll down, click there, and it comes up. So I'm very easy to contact, and I've got a load of lists and things. You know, I've got loads of playlists, including a complete one with 30 videos. So if you ever want to catch up on the story and start from scratch, right from the top at chapter 1, right the way down to the most recent chapter, which is chapter 14. So there was no filler chapter between 13 and 14. They literally went one into the other. So, you know, you'll know which ones are the filler chapters because they will always have the word saga in them, and obviously the main stories will always be numbered. So if they've got a number in the title, they're a main storyline chapter, and if they've got the word saga in them, or you know, or they just say a particular name, like for example Cleo and Trajan, they're side stories. So it's easy to go through them, and you don't really need the side stories to watch the main stories. The side stories sort of pad out the main story. So you know, there's plenty there to see. You know, my channel is slowly growing. I'm really happy with the way it's progressing. You know, really grateful for. I'm not saying numbers because whenever I seem to mention numbers, I always seem to lose a subscriber. So I don't know why, but it's like I jinx it every time I say thank you to the number of people I have subscribed to my channel. You can probably make it out on screen here anyway. It's very blurred, but I'll zoom in. Whether or not it wants to actually focus is another thing. But anyway, you know, I'm grateful to every single one of them, every single one of my subscribers. But all my live streams are there, my older videos are there as well. Yesterday I actually deleted my old. I'm going to turn back now. Yesterday I actually deleted my vlog channel. Afon 1984 no longer exists. So I did download all the videos from that channel to my laptop, so they are archived, but AFOL 1984 no longer exists. Ondarian ASMR is my only personal YouTube channel now. I do run one other YouTube channel, but it's relating to one of my other hobbies, railway modelling. So technically I run it for the Railway Club rather than myself. So Ondarian ASMR is my only personal YouTube channel. And I feel it's best that way, because then I'm not worrying about having to, you know, I can focus on this one most of all as my primary project. Because really all my vlogs are now the live streams that I do for this channel, so in the end it made sense just to delete the original content, you know, obviously rescue it and archive it, but you know, keep it sort of active in its own way. But yeah, whether or not I actually re-upload it is another story. I haven't decided if I will or not, because it's not. If I do, it will either be unlisted and put into a. It will probably be unlisted and put into a playlist, so that people can still see it, but it won't appear on my main channel. I probably will create an archive playlist of all my old stuff, because I've got quite a bit of old video from the past that probably would be of interest. I imagine it would be of interest. Some of it actually did go over to Ondarian ASMR, or originally as it was AFO ASMR, because in the archives, the colouring book was one that went over when I did my Doctor Who colouring book. What else? And I think Sorting Out Lego was the other one that I put through for the channel. There is one video I've done, whether or not that sees the light of day, I have absolutely no idea. I haven't decided whether or not that will. I doubt it will see the light of day, because it's a very different video, very unusual. But all in all, you know, I've kind of shared with the people. If you're ever interested, drop me a line. It's very unusual even for me. I'll only share it with people that I'm really close with on social media, but that's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. I like being mysterious about it, though, you know, because you never know what it is, what it means. No, so yeah. Do you know what? I didn't plan this to be a. Yeah, if you want, Julie, I can share it with you. I'll share it with you on Twitter. Yeah, very unusual for me. Something very unexpected. Something very unexpected of me. So yeah, if you'd like to see it, I will send you the link. You'd be very surprised though. You'd be incredibly surprised by it. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm being very cryptic about it, and I like being cryptic about it. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's a good time to end this rather impromptu live stream. Oh, I keep forgetting because I'm so used to using my laptop camera there. I keep looking at my laptop camera. You know, force of habit. I can't get used to looking at this. I need to up this one a bit more so you can see me instead of having me lean down to you all the time. We'll get there. We will get there though. We will get there. You know, it's all a matter of trial and error. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this rather somewhat brief live stream. It's always a pleasure to have you with me. I will be doing a proper Friday evening live stream as usual tomorrow night, depending on whether or not I'm out during the day. I hope to live stream. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you at the next live stream, and thank you very much for watching. As I say, if you want to contact me, you can do on Twitter, Instagram, or if you go to my About tab and click for business inquiries where it says view email address, but it's greatwesternfanatic@gmail.com. I will never share my personal email address with people. That is the only email address you can contact me on, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much.